Hey everyone, Neil Fanny Jr. And in today's video, I will be taking a look at the Thomas Wayne Railway 2022 Emily. So let's start off with the engine part of her. Emily overall looks really nice rivet detailings, and overall she looks very accurate to her TV series model, which I really like. The wheel arch is a massive improvement compared to the Thomas Wood model. For example, I have the Thomas Wood Emily here, and me and some other users were thinking that this was the best Emily of all time. I mean, it's decent, but it's literally a block with like applied detail. So it's like, I've had this one for like 3 years. Gold. I've kind of customized it to my own appeal, but I've had this for a long time. This model. But the Thomas Wayne Railway 2022 version blows this out of the water because this is just so shrunk, and she looks more like you could literally make this a tank engine if you want to. But yeah, so some other cool things is I like the cab glow. That looks pretty cool. Wheel arch is nice. Like I said before, good wheel configuration. I like the rivets. I also really like how the smoke box is designed. It looks really good. I always like how she has this, it's a very unique smoke box, and I always thought it looked like hair when I was little. But yeah, so that looks pretty cool. And then I like the two things that protrude out here. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. And then her face looks, I don't know, pretty accurate, I would say. Definitely could be a bit more accurate, but for what it's worth, I mean, it's a pretty decent face, so can't go wrong with it. Now let's get to the part that I wanted to delay for so long, her square boiler. Now, a lot of people know that Emily has a more circular boiler, but for some reason, Thomas Wayne Railway had to make it a square. And to be honest, I'm not against it. I actually prefer the square boiler. And my reasoning behind that was if it was circular, like the boiler would go all the way up to her cab right here, and then it would just look really weird. But I think honestly, it looks pretty good as is. Like, yeah, I don't think pictures does her model justice. Like, you have to physically go out, buy the model, and then take a look at it and be like, oh yeah, this isn't a bad model. But yeah, overall, pretty good front. Oh yeah, and one thing I also forgot to mention is the lining up here. I really like that as well. Now let's take a look at her tender. So for her tender here, a couple of noticeable things. She has 6 wheels, which is really nice, and the number 12. If you guys don't know, she got the number 12 finally in the last season of Thomas, which was pretty cool. So yeah, I really like that. And then, same rivet detailings. I don't know, it's really well detailed, in my opinion. The wheels. The coal is kind of an issue. I don't see why they have it here and then it just doesn't extend. Like, why would you have it like this? Like, it's not bad, but this tender doesn't really look like Emily from the show. It just kind of looks like its own thing. But I guess that kind of makes her pretty cool, because it's like, if you look at her front, right, this looks like Emily from the show, minus that. And you look at her tender, it looks like it could be like a new character or something, you know? But yeah, it's just something I wanted to point out. But another thing, no railing for her tender. There was used to be like, well, not, I don't know what I call it, but it's like, it was like kind of like fencing around her tender. And that's completely gone now, which kind of sucks because that made Emily really stand out, having that railing around her tender, and it looked really cool. But for some reason they decided to get rid of it. So yeah. But yeah, other than that, not much else to say about Emily. A pretty good model. I'd have to give this a 8.5 out of 10. Reason I'm not gonna give it a 9 is because the tender really confuses me, and I think like maybe some aspects of her could have been rethought or just redid or redone. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I would recommend getting this model if you don't have an Emily. I got it because I didn't have a one in reality version of Emily. But I still think she looks pretty decent overall. I also forgot to mention I brought her box out here. I might start bringing the boxes out just to have it in the background for something nice to look at. So yeah, that was my review on the Thomas Horn Railway 2022 Emily. Let me know what you guys thought of, what you guys think of this model, and what's your thoughts. And yeah, if you guys have any characters you want to recommend to me to review next, let me know, regardless of who they are. It could be a new Thomas Horn Railway, like 2022 model, or anything else I have in my collection. But yeah, if you want to see any reviews on that, just let me know. And yeah, so with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and this is Neil Fanning Team signing out.